Greetings, sexy people of Facebook trollers. You fucking troller, you. This is just a quick video on something that I just thought of right now, and it's funny because a lot of times when I talk to people on Facebook or on the phone or whatever, as we're having a discussion, I have a really what I think to be a good idea for a video, or just a really at least in-depth thought or a perspective. And so my perspective is that people, the human race is a defensive race. We're very defensive. And to go back to the whole anti-cancer no makeup campaign, the people that responded most with a negative feedback towards me were people who took pictures of themselves and who were a part of the campaign. And people that didn't gave more so of a thumbs up, and people that did gave a thumbs down, and there were some neutral people. And the bottom line is that I think everyone on the face of the planet, we are designed to be defensive as a defense mechanism so that we can procreate and live and evolve. And if we are not defensive, then we're dead. We lose that shield that we have around us. And so when it comes down to views and opinions like this, you know, I'm watching 300, the second one, and as soon as the movie started, I'm just like, this is what the world will be like forever. This is what it has always been, and this is what it will always be. And it is fighting. We just fight each other. Food, resources, don't see the same opinion. There are so many opinions out there. And it's not even like one opinion is better than the other, or that you don't even share the same opinion. It's something on a totally different level. I want to go into the whole, do we have free will, or is there a design path? And after I watched a movie called Waking Life, I pretty much got on, you know, or was introduced to the whole thing of, you know, is our life just a bunch of random playing outs of stimuli and responses to that stimuli? And we have this vessel, this human body vessel, and based on all of our previous experiences and beliefs, and what is more importantly that I'm learning recently is your central nervous system and what state that is in. And the one cool example the guy gave was basically your central nervous system is observing itself all the time in a continuous loop. And based on how your nervous system is at that time, what kind of mood that you're in, how energized is it, that will have a huge influence on how you see things. What your charge is dictates how you perceive things. And the one example the guy gave was, if you were on a boat for 6 months, say, and there's nothing but, let's use guys. There's nothing but gentlemen on this boat. Okay, so your sexual arousal is going to be very high when you get off of that boat and you step on land for the first time. So you're going to have that type of energy, and you're going to have that type of sexual arousal. So when you're walking down the street, you could see a woman and say, she is beautiful. She is sexy right now. Using the word is not always correct, because you could say the grass is green. Well, the grass is not green. It is green to you based on your central nervous system and your perception on life at that point in time, in space-time. Because to the dog, it's not green. To a person that is colorblind, it's not green. To someone who has a shade tint of glasses on, at that point in time, the grass is not green. The grass is whatever color that person or whatever is perceiving it. So, is the girl sexy? Well, maybe if you just had sex 2 minutes ago and you're walking down the street, you might not even notice her, because you are not in that charge to be looking for that, or maybe you don't even think that she is sexy at all, but your brain is kind of thinking, like telling you that she's more attractive than you would normally think of her at another point in time. So is she really attractive? Well, it depends on a million different things, right? So just a little rant on that. people are defensive, and I think that a great way for us to connect more and distribute less war throughout the entire existence of humans is to put down those defensives for a minute and not take things as personal attacks. And I'll use myself as an example. Through the past little bit, I've been posting some of these videos. None of these are personal attacks on people. My main consideration and focus is the more so root cause of the problem. I don't blame people for not having the information that they need. You know, like, yeah, it is possible to find the information, but humans are also very trusting creatures. We want to trust as the very first thing. A cool quote I heard was, "We are born with trust, but we learn hate." You know, we learn to dislike someone right off the bat, because what we really want to do is we want to love that person and be open to them right away, especially other humans, you know. I know it kind of contradicts with the "we are defensive" thing. So, there are different levels, and again, things are not as straightforward as we try and put it. You know, just because someone makes a certain type of comment, you know, people say it's that, you know, and maybe the speaker may put it kind of like that, but there's so many variations and variables and, you know, different things to consider when taking people's opinion, when giving your own opinion, and how you react to those opinions and how the speaker is speaking those opinions. And yeah, like I said before, you know, history has shown that we will always just kind of argue with each other. And Facebook is such a crazy place to be doing that because people just type. If we were all sitting together in a circle, how would that make the conversation different? You know, would we blast people right away, or, you know, would energies get that high? You know, some people might say yes, some people might say no. I would like to think that if I was sitting in a room with 20 people having a conversation, we can have an intelligent conversation that wasn't going to get too riled up, you know. But, you know, people get riled up. Me especially, when, you know, especially with my business and my passion the past little bit, I can get fucking riled up. And you know what? I just want to take a second to actually say, you know what? Nothing personal if I get riled up about you. Like, this is not personal to anyone that I know. I don't even know the people or the entities where I should be directing my anger, if you will, my frustration, you know. I don't know Fox News. I don't know the people lying to us. I don't know the people who invented GMOs, you know what I mean? Like, I don't, so you know, the only place that I vent sometimes is to people, because I care, you know, and I've done the fluffy pant way, the panda bear way, and be all nice about shit. I've done that for a long time, just sharing information. And, you know, one of my favorite songs recently, there's a quote at the beginning which I really like. And the guy is talking about, the one thing I know, though, he's like, I don't want you to write to your congressman. I don't want you to write to your senator. He's like, the first thing you got to do is, like, I want you to get mad. Because we have a bunch of complacent people right now who are not upset about what's going on. You know, so what is that threshold? What is that tipping point where you finally say, enough? I'm going to start doing this instead of this, and I'm going to start being more conscious about this and wise about this and thinking what I'm doing. What is that point? And I think that in many regards, that guy was bang on. You got to get upset. You have to get upset for a little while for you to make a change. For me personally, I think it is obviously a wide variety of things, but that's why I might come out like that sometimes, because I am upset. I'm upset. I'm pretty upset and frustrated that things are the way that it is. And seeing people that I know, like right now, a friend of a friend, I'm dealing with this girl. She wanted to speak to me. She's like 21 years old and has cancer. Like, you know what I mean? that upsets me, and I think that it should upset you. So you can go that route and finally get to a point where you get upset and you start making some decisions, or you can find your own threshold. Just my 2 pennies on the thing. Love, peace, you fucking internet trollers. You trolling all over the place looking for something. I'm just kidding. Bolt house all day. Peace.